today's video is another travel diaries video. If you don't know, Chris and I take a trip all the time, and this trip was a freebie trip for us. So we just wanted to share our memories of this trip with you guys and for our future memories for us. And we'd show you videos and pictures throughout the video of what we experienced or what I'm talking about if I have them, and if I don't, I won't insert anything, obviously. So let's just talk about this trip. So this trip happened back in October 20th, 2017, and we had ended the trip on October 23rd of 2017. This trip was because my mother, me and Kenna's mother, was getting married, and they decided that they wanted to get married in a place that they both really loved. It's kind of like my whole family loves that place. So they wanted to get married in Colorado. So we got this trip because we were going to be a part of their wedding, and that's kind of the reason, and that's kind of the reason why we got this trip. So let's jump into okay, so again, day 3 began, that's 2, this is 3. Okay, anyways, and I don't know what time again we woke up. We probably woke up around the same time the day before as well. No, probably a little bit earlier because my mom's wedding was early, so we had to get up earlier, I think. We ended up having to get up and we had to get ready for the wedding, which was in a few hours, I remember. So we ended up doing our hair, our makeup. I remember watching Kenna do her makeup. It was fascinating to me. I don't know why, but it was. We ended up finding our outfits. We ended up helping my mom with her whole thing. And we ended up helping her get things ready to go down to the chapel that she was gonna get married at. So after about an hour or 2, hour and a half, we ended up driving down to the chapel. So the chapel is in between the 2 cabins. And we are going again down the mountain, not back up, we're going down the mountain to the chapel where my mom was getting married, because I think they were getting married at like 9, 10 in the morning, something like that. And while we were there, we were standing around, we were talking, we were kind of waiting for everybody to arrive, their friends, and including some of the family. At this time, my mom had asked my sister to hold her ring during the whole ceremony and to hand her ring for the whole exchanging. And I ended up taking pictures of the whole wedding for them. Because they didn't hire anybody. It was kind of really a small thing. They had an officiant and they had friends and family come, and they knew where it was, and that was it. It's pretty much all that happened. The ceremony began, and again, like I said, I took pictures. They did their vows, they exchanged their rings, and then they did their whole "you may kiss the bride" thing. Again, I took all of their photos. Again, I am not going to insert any of those due to privacy reasons, for their privacy. It was for them, so it wasn't for me. So I'm just not going to show you any of those photos. I might show you some that I can, but I'm not going to show you the ones that are part of their wedding. So after that was done, everybody was like saying congratulations. We were doing like the family photos. I took the photos that I wasn't involved in. I had somebody else have to take the photos I was involved in, because again, I'm her daughter too. So everybody ended up saying congratulations, and then they had left the church. We ended up finding out that there was a river behind the church, and so me, McKenna, and Chris went out there to look at this river. We were taking pictures. And then my mom and her husband, now Dave, had came out to look at it with us. We ended up taking pictures with them as well. Again, I might not insert that just because that's their privacy. And then we left to go back to the cabin. lunch. They were going to take us to a place called Walden, Colorado. So when we got back to the cabin, we got ready to go up to Walden for lunch. It was about an hour or so drive from where we were. I took pictures on the drive. I will insert those now. And then we went to a bar called River Rock Cafe in Antlers Inn. We ended up eating lunch there. It was really good food, really cool decorating and stuff. I might have some photos, I might not, I don't know. And then after that, we ended up going to a gift shop. This is where I'm confused because while doing my research on this, like I said, this trip happened a few years ago, so I don't remember everything. But I could have swore it was like a gas station with a gift shop attached. But according to my Google Maps, it has tracked it for an airport. I don't think it was the airport. I think it literally was a gas station. I don't exactly remember. But I ended up getting a shirt and Chris ended up getting a map there. I will insert photos of those things if I can find them. And then after that, we ended up heading back down to our cabin because we were gonna get ready for their little wedding dinner. While heading back to the cabin, we ended up stopping at a little museum. I have some photos of that. My mom, Chris, and I ended up going through the museum. I remember my sister and Dave had stayed in the car because, again, they've been there before. It wasn't new to them, but it was completely new for us. So when we got back to the cabin, we ended up going to the Trading Post gift shop, which was in the office of this place, where I, again, ended up getting a t-shirt. I got some postcards, and Chris got a knife. So after that, we went back up, we got cleaned up and everything, and we helped them get the dinner ready and cooked and stuff. And then people started coming over and we helped serve people, so we were kind of one of the last people to eat. Everybody enjoyed their time, they talked, we all ate, we really had a fun time. And then afterwards, they were doing the dishes and me, McKenna, and Chris decided that we wanted to play another game of Deer in the Headlights. So we ended up playing another game. I don't really remember who won this game. I just remember we really had fun again. And then after this, we ended up getting packed up because this was our last night in Colorado. We were leaving the next morning, so we ended up packing up and we went to bed. So that is kind of day 3 of our trip. At this point, the wedding is now done. That was the point of this trip. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below if you've ever been to Walden, Nebraska, or Colorado. And subscribe if you haven't already. And turn on the bell notification so you're notified when we post every single Friday. This is KMCers, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!